So, what I'm going to do today is play in the gold mode setting on the Manticore, and I will have the M8 coil on. It's fine to go out with a plan. First thing in the morning when you're keen and chipper, best time to do it. But if it starts to become a drag and you're not having fun, it is okay to change what you're doing.
Yeah.
G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid and we are back out in the good old Australian bush. We may well be in the Golden Triangle and we're going to have a little bit of a change up today. Friends of mine, whilst out hunting for coins and relics, may well have come across something bright yellow and shiny and of size, which of course then reminded me of the gold setting on the Manticore. So today, while we are out chasing rubbishy, dumpy areas, we're also near a reef. So what I'm going to do today is play in the gold mode setting on the Manticore, and I will have the M8 coil on. So yeah, we will run with the horseshoe, whichever way you look at it, off. I don't want to hear all the iron. I just want to hear any of the signals that are in the ground. Good non-ferrous signals, thank you very much. And yeah, who knows what we will find. We will probably find some relics, but I am hoping we might just ping ourselves a little nugget. Mind you, I won't be disappointed if it was a big nugget either. So there's only going to be one way that's going to happen. And that is enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Well, I'm just near a malachite. There's some old glass around here. I thought I might be in with a chance for a relic-y bit. But I did get something that was interesting. And it was non-ferrous. But unfortunately, it was that. And that's just a manky old piece of lead. Still though, non-ferrous, out of the ground, we found it in the gold setting. So, can't complain about that, but we will keep going. Well, I must admit things have been a little slow, but we have this. That. Nice numbers, consistent, and we are going to see what it is. Oof. Let's see what we have. Oh, I can see a shape. I can see a shape. And there we are. There we go. Said it didn't sound too bad. And there we have it. I've got it working already. Awesome. A little suspender buckle. Well, that's not bad. Better than a nugget of bloody lead. All right. That's cool, we're on the board. Let's keep going. Well, I am amidst a whole lot of glass we can see sort of reflecting. Bit of pottery, everything like that. Bit of rubbish, there's a can. We got this signal. Now, in case you're wondering about the high tone and that's just the gold mode single tone. I quite enjoy it when I'm hunting for gold because it just doesn't distract you about whether you've got a high tone, a low tone, a mid tone. It's just one tone, but you can hear when it's strangulated and goes over tin. But anyway, actually I don't need my pinpointer out because if we look down there, that's what we've found. Yep, there we go. We have a button. Well, it looks like it did have a front on it, but it certainly doesn't now. Anyway, there we go. A button for the morning, nonetheless. We should probably keep going. All right, folks, I just want to show you this little area. So we can see glass, we can see tin. Oh, look at that. Here's the bottom. Oh, the cup. It was made in England. There we go. So post 22. There's all sorts of bits and pieces. Bottle tops. So it is a little dumpy area of potential, and it was the last straw. So what you can do is make sure you're sitting down. Make sure you've got yourself a cuppa, because you and I are going to have a little talk about the fact that it's okay to change. Alrighty, strap yourself in, here we go. Okay, well, when we started off this morning, I said I was going to be in gold mode. Oh, I was going to hit it with a big stick, and oh, we were going to have great times. Nuggets were going to be ours, and oh, all sorts of stuff. Well, after some molten lead, half a button and the suspender buckle, going through that little rubbish pile with all the iron, nah, just pushed me over the edge. But what I want to say to you is that it's fine to go out with a plan. First thing in the morning when you're keen and chipper, best time to do it. But if it starts to become a drag and you're not having fun, it is okay to change what you're doing. So I am going to go into trash mode with all my great discrimination. So we're just below a half sovereign. We're going to cherry pick. I'm going to get rid of all of that iron. I'm going to have a really nice afternoon. It ended up I wasn't having fun. So when you're out detecting, you have to have fun. Now this is the same if you're playing with gold. If something's not going right, you got, I'm going to go there and I'm going to use this size coil and oh, it's going to be great. And you're using that size coil and it's just not happening for you, it is probably better to change to a different coil. It's the same thing. You're changing your settings, you're changing your coil. You must have fun. If you're not having fun, what are we doing it for? So, I'm going to change into trash mode. And I've already had my lunch. I had a discussion with myself and we agreed, yeah, time to recharge the batteries. Batteries are recharged. Oh, I've had coffee. So we are going to go out and play hell on those little rubbishy dumps. Surely there's got to be something good in there for us. And together, you and I are going to find it. Well, how things are looking up. Yeah, we've got a bit of rubbish here. I'm walking along the side of a track. In fact, you can see a bit of brick there. So I'm just mooching around either side. I got me a nice signal. And I tell you what, why wouldn't I find a sinker in the bush? Amazing where you find them, isn't it? Well, a good 82 signal down in there. What would you expect? Yep, exactly. One of those. Big piece of brass. There is a thread in that hole. I'm probably going to say something like a light hanging of some description. Could well be wrong. But yeah, big signal, big number. We found it. Let's keep going. And there you go. That's potentially how our day is tracking. harmonica reed. Are we going to find a rivet? That's the question, isn't it? Anyway, we'll keep going. I've been finding lots of eyes only stuff. Down there is a spark plug. It did give me a bit of a signal. I found a key to a sardine can. I got this signal. There it is. Oops, where are we? That's glorious. We can see it's a button. Is it an Australian Military Forces button? Yes, it is. There we go. I hadn't picked that up. So, Australian Military Forces, yes, it's not a Commonwealth Military Forces. So that's a very cool find in anyone's language. Now the other thing though, let's put that on the heel of the shoe, is, oh, what's that? Now, because of my discrimination, I didn't pick this, but I did see it. So that is something you need to be wary of. That's a very pretty piece. I reckon that it's pretty muck metal. It didn't ring up at all. So actually what we can do, let's put it down. And so, actually it was just out of my range. So if we hit the horseshoe button, oh, it's still janky, isn't it? Anyway, regardless, we will take that. So, we've got ourselves a little piece of blingy jewellery and our military forces button. That's pretty cool. Walking along the track, yeah, a little bit of rubbish. There's not a great deal, but I am following the side of it because I know people have dropped stuff and dumped stuff. Then we got this interesting signal. You know, that's going to pull you up. It's not a pull tab. And so, I've come down with my pinpointer and go, oh yeah. But, then I came down with my finger. And we've got that. Now those are little shiny things. So, ooh, what have we got? Some sort of clip. Oh, can you get the dirt off it? There we go. A clip with shiny bits. We're going to have to clean that up. Okay, I'm going to play the part of the bugger. There's the back of it. You can see it's a spring-loaded clippy thing, which is quite cool. And, I'm sure I'll do it that way. Have a look at that. That's just beautiful. Unfortunately, we've only got 4 diamonds left in it. But still, you know, that would have been a fairly magnificent bloody piece of bling back in the day. With all those diamonds in there. Oh, that's a very nice little old find. A beautiful piece of humanity there. Someone wore that. And over time, they've either lost it, been thrown out, something or other's happened, and it's ended up beside a track for a detectorist to find in the middle of the Golden Triangle. There you go. Story in that all the way through. Trashy sort of place. From out of there, I got this piece of rubbish. So not nice. There's also a lot of pull tabs there. You can see pull rings with the beaver tails and so forth. But in amongst all that, I got that. And it was just sitting there. So how is that for a adjuster for a belt? I've not seen one like that before. Very grippy and bitey. But yeah, that's a cool thing. So it's not bad. So yeah, just worth persisting with all those little signals. And it, yeah, yes, I'm the pull tabs and that, they're all coming up around 42, 43, but some of them just sound a little different. You got to check them out. Yeah, I'm having an all right time this afternoon. There's some interesting stuff, and I'm covering some ground and finding some interesting things. Let's keep going. One of those funny things down there's where I got that funny looking belt adjuster. Never seen one before? Well, there we go. We might as well have another one then, hey? Huh. 2 in the same day. 1.5 meters apart. They're actually in a straight line too. Anyway, I'll keep going. Well, I think I'm on the bling finds today. So there's me hole, 72, 73. I've got that. I think it might be a religious medallion. Don't know, I'll have to find out when we get home. It is aluminium. That looks like Gabriel. So yeah, interesting little find. Doesn't weigh that much, but certainly gave a good signal. So yeah, wary things today. Anyway, we'll keep going. Eyes only find was there, just near my medallion. Yep, we got that. Mind you, the detector did go off on it too. So that is a Beck's bottle with an aluminium lid. I know I've got a little collection of these going at the present time, but that one will probably come home too. There's just... oh, hang on, that might be cracked. No, I think that's in the mould. I think that was in the mould. Anyway, something about a fantasy about filling this up with fine gold. If you swing a 6,000, you can do that. Anyway, we'll keep going. Well, finally I've cracked it. Here's this pile. I got a 64, so I dug down. And then in there was that. So this is my first coin for the day, and it's a halfpenny. Who have we got? We got a George the 6th. So that will be a kangaroo, 1952 or before. So what have we got? Probably a 48 or something. 42. So that's all right. World War II job. Now this one's been slightly dished as well for whatever reason. But there we go, a 42 roo. Can't complain about that with the day we've had. Though it's been an interesting day. Have been enjoying the afternoon being out with the discrimination mode, so my head's not getting done in as much. But yeah, that looks like a nice roo. Anyway, moving on. Alrighty, have a look. Okay, that's what I got. And you can see, yeah, there's my piles of stuff working along this one. So I've given it a boot scrape. Now, even with my hay fever, are we smelling wild silver? Oh, I would half reckon we are. Oh, it's nice and thick. Or am I... oh, no. No. Bloody 1 cent piece. Sent to fool us. And do you know what? Fool us it did. I thought I was going to be sniffing wild silver. What year anyway? 1967. There we go. 1 year after decimal currency came in Australia. 1967 1 cent piece. Anyway, nice little bit of copper, but we will keep going. It's funny how you can be just so focused on the detector, you know, the coil and everything like that. You don't actually see a target until it actually runs over it, sometimes even if it's sitting on top of the ground. There we go, big old buckle. We weren't going to miss that one, were we? Scrappy little 3840 signal. Looks better now, but it was down on the lower end of the ferrous line there. And can you see what we've got? Yep, thimble. Now, is it a silver one? Rubbing into the light. I don't think it is. But anyway, it's still a nice little find. The old thimbles are a very, very real piece of humanality. It might have the maker's mark on there, who knows. It's not completely crushed, but it's certainly not going to come back from the brink. But yeah, cool little find. One of the few things we've found today that you can't wear. But you can repair things so that you can wear them again. So yeah, it sort of nearly gets in there, doesn't it? Anyway, cute little thimble. We'll keep going. Now the detector saw this before I did. I've just turned it over now. But that is the locking mechanism off an old tin trunk. So that's a copper alloy, brassy stuff or whatever. That's pretty cool. Nice piece of pressed work, that. I reckon I might know a woman that can do something with that, I'd say. Very cool little find, that. Looks good. Talk about crazy area. So just in here, lots of signals. So, pull tab with the beaver tail. These things, which whatever they are, give signals. That thing, whatever it is, gives a signal. These two buttony type pearl things, don't know, they both give signals, as does this button. Not convinced it's not off a couch though. But it's pretty cool. And then, as I'm getting the shot all ready to show you, I spotted that. If we, can anyone see it yet? Let's pretend we're mudlarking. Where are we? Even I've got to try and see where it, oh yes, I've spotted it now. Look at that, a sunbaker. I haven't touched that. There we go. Another 1 cent to add to the, in fact I might leave that there for a photo, to add to the collection. That's been through a fire, we can see all the charcoal there. Yeah. Lots of signals around here. Anyway, moving on. Oh, there we are folks, we've reached the end of the day. What can we say? We could take away the lesson that you can change things. I think that's probably the most important one. Wasn't having a good time this morning. This afternoon, found heaps of stuff. Not exactly what we wanted, but it was heaps of stuff we found. So, yeah, you know, it's never, you know, there are no hard and fast rules. You have to stay in this setting for the end of the day. No, 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 no. You can change it whenever you want, just like your coil size. Doesn't matter, as long as you're having fun. And having fun is the main thing. Speaking of having fun, we drop one of these videos every Saturday night at 6:30 our time. So come along, like, share, subscribe, do all the things, comment, do all the things to make a channel grow. But of course, you know, if you don't do that, well, you know, you can come back again next week, it'll be fine. As long as you subscribe the week after. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time.